My name is Dayo, and I grew up inside the walls of a big compound in Ibadan. My family is known well. My father, a strong businessman. My mother, a woman of sharp words and big gel. And me, their only daughter, the one everyone watches closely, the one expected to behave, to marry well, to bring no shame to the family name. But love does not ask for permission. Love does not care for walls or names or plans. Love found me behind the compound wall. His name was Yinka, our driver. He came every morning in his brown uniform, head low, voice soft. He drove my parents to meetings, to church, to parties. I saw him every day. I heard his voice when he greeted. I noticed the way his eyes stayed gentle, even when my father shouted at him for nothing. I started noticing too much. I started lingering when he washed the cars. I started dropping my scarf by mistake near the garage just so he could pick it up with those careful hands. I thought I was clever, but love is more clever than all of us. One evening, after my parents had gone to a wedding, I found Yinka leaning against the back wall of the compound, wiping his hands with an old cloth. I walked to him slowly. He looked up, startled. "Madam, good evening," he said quickly, stepping back. I smiled. "No need for madam between us," I whispered. He stared at me, confused, nervous. I stepped closer. "You always treat me like I am made of glass," I said. "Am I so scary?" He swallowed hard. His cloth dropped from his hands. "No, you are like rain," he said, soft but powerful. Before I could think, before I could doubt, I touched his hand. He froze, then slowly he curled his fingers around mine, behind that compound wall, under the fading evening sky. We kissed. His lips were rough. My heart was wild. His hands trembled against my waist. I buried my fingers in his shirt, pulling him closer. The world outside that wall disappeared. There was only us. We met again and again behind the wall, after the gates closed, after the workers slept, after the house fell quiet. Sometimes we kissed until the stars blinked awake. Sometimes his hands found the places on my body no one else had ever touched. Sometimes my scarf slipped to the ground and stayed there. I did not care. I did not think of my mother's sharp tongue or my father's angry face. I only thought of Yinka, of his voice, of his hands, of the way he said my name like it was a prayer. But walls have ears, and that night the ears belonged to Adewale, my mother's youngest son from her second marriage, mischievous, spoiled, a boy who liked to watch and plot. He saw us. I did not know it until 2 days later when he pulled me aside. "I saw you," he whispered, smiling like a snake. I felt my stomach drop. "If you don't want me to tell mommy and daddy," he said, "you must do something for me." "What?" I asked, my voice shaking. He leaned close. "You will steal small money for me from daddy's safe." I stared at him, horrified. "I will not," I said. He shrugged. "Then I will tell them everything." That night I sat alone on my bed, my head spinning. If my parents found out, Yinka would lose his job, maybe worse. If I stole, I would become a thief. Either way, my heart would break. I decided to confess. I found Yinka by the wall where we first kissed. I told him everything. He listened, his face growing dark. "I cannot let you destroy yourself for me," he said. "I would," I said. "I love you." Tears filled my eyes. He pulled me close, his heart beat fast against mine. "You are not meant for stealing, Dayo," he whispered. "You are meant for shining." We kissed one last time, a kiss full of salt and sorrow. The next morning, Yinka packed his things and left the compound quietly. No explanation, no goodbye to the others, only me standing by the window, watching him walk away. Adewale smiled at breakfast. I smiled back, but inside my heart was ashes. The wall still stands at the back of the compound. The mango tree still leans its heavy branches across it. Sometimes when the night is thick and the world is quiet, I sneak out and sit behind that wall. I close my eyes. I feel Yinka's hands around me. I hear his voice. I remember that love, real love, can bloom even where it is forbidden, even if it is cut too soon, even if it leaves scars deeper than stone. Because true love never really dies. It only hides, waiting behind the walls we build, and sometimes behind the ones we break.